The second section we'll be talking about is your professional summary. Your professional summary is a brief statement that summarizes your professional background, your key skills and capabilities, and your career goals. The purpose of this section is to capture the employer's attention quickly by highlighting what makes you tick in relation to the position. Remember this, in relation to the position. So your professional summary is not cast in stone. It's something that can evolve depending on the position you're applying for or depending on new skills that you have gained. Some of these things are, your qualifications. You may have added some new qualifications after you arrived in Canada. There's maybe some new things or some other things you might want to highlight about your background that's different from what you've been highlighting before, depending on what the job is requesting for. And then the skills you might want to highlight might be different from the skills. Remember when I said that you have to find out the skills that are considered important within the space in Canada. And that's going to help you know what you will be mentioning in your professional summary. There's another video where we talk about the sections of a job posting you need to pay attention to. And that's a video where you will get to learn how to know which skills you need to be pushing forward in something like your professional summary. This section also helps the employer have insights on what your career aspirations might be, depending on if you have decided to include it. The other thing I wanted to say is that this section, the structure of this section is something that it doesn't have to be one way. Again, it's a situation of beauty being in the eyes of the beholder, right? You could decide to include your career aspirations. You might decide not to. It's up to you. If you remember the start I talked about with employers only spending an average of 7.4 seconds on each resume, you may want to really pay attention to this section and give it your absolute best shot. We have a separate video where we talk very in a lot of detail about how to craft your professional summary. And if this is something that you've been struggling with, you may want to check out that video.